Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the show. This is the Crown Jewel Prediction Podcast. We're going to run through all 8 matches and preview what we think is going to, or what I think is going to happen with Bray Wyatt today. Okay. Now again, yes, I am recording this on the day of Crown Jewel. I had a long night last night and the recording for it never actually went through, so we're doing it again and we're doing it right now. Match 1, Drew McIntyre versus Karrion Kross, steel cage match. I don't believe that'll be the opening match. However, it'd be a good way to start off the show, wouldn't it? I think Drew McIntyre wins this match, and here's why. I think if you wanted Karrion to beat Drew, you've already had that happen. So why do another match? I think they're going to try to push this to the Royal Rumble. So I think Drew beats Karrion, and we set up something at the Royal Rumble between the two of them. And I do not think Scarlett will interfere. At least I hope that she won't. Because I don't want this match tainted by any stretch of the imagination. Match number 2. Bayley versus Bianca Belair, last woman standing for the Raw Women's Championship. I think Bayley wins this. Because, yeah, when she came back, you obviously can't put the title right on her immediately. Because that just means you brought her back to be champion. I understand that. But Bayley needs to be a champion to help Damage Control seem more like a real threat. So I think Bayley wins this match, and we get Bianca Bayley at the Royal Rumble. A lot of these matches, I believe, are just going to set up for Royal Rumble or Survivor Series. Possibly Bayley, Bianca in some type of War Games match or Survivor Series would be fun. But I think a title match comes at Royal Rumble. This is two big men going to be slapping. Braun Strowman versus Omos. MVP not there. He was attacked last night by Braun Strowman on SmackDown. I got to be honest with you. I don't see a lot of potential in Omos. I see a lot in Braun Strowman. He's obviously he already had a good run in the company. His first go around, he was a champion and all that, but I don't see anything with Omos. Like, I truly don't. I see a big guy that can move. I don't see championship material. He can't even talk. He reminds me of the Great Khali. Do you guys remember the Great Khali? He was really fun, right? Like, he was cool to see, but he was never championship material. He was a big guy that could kind of move, make big moments in the match, and then be done. Like, that's what, in my opinion, Omos is. He's just another Great Khali. Braun is like the Big Show, and Kane, and Undertaker, and Mark Henry that can do those. They're big dudes, but they have the athleticism, they have the talent, they have the charisma. Braun's winning this match. They see more money in Braun than they do Omos, and frankly, I do too. I see a lot of money to be made still with Braun Strowman. With Bray Wyatt being back, you could do the Braun Bray stuff again. You could do Roman and Braun. You could do Seth Rollins and Braun. You could do Johnny Gargano and Braun. Like, there's a lot of different things you could do. Chad Gable and Braun, which I know we've already seen that match, but I mean, you could do like a full storyline with them. You could do Sami Zayn and Braun. You could do Brock Lesnar and Braun again. Like Bobby Lashley and Braun. There's a lot of ways you can go with Braun. Omos, I think, is just gonna end up being a squash guy his entire career, and he's gonna be a guy that comes in, he looks big because he's squashing jobbers. That's all I think that's all I think Omos will be, is a guy that squashes jobbers, and Braun's gonna continue to be one of their main players, I believe. Now the next match on my list here, Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley, the rematch from the Royal Rumble. Bobby still feels disrespected from that Royal Rumble, but Brock, he's out for blood. I think Brock wins this match, because again, you can't put Bobby in the title picture yet. Bobby Lashley will eventually get back into the main event picture. Right now, he does not need to be. He will be fine taking an L to Brock. And maybe you let this be a trilogy thing. You let them face again at the Royal Rumble the full year, like the full circle, right? I think that's a good way to do it, honestly. So that's the only way to do it, honestly. Now, Alexa Bliss and Asuka, so I have Brock winning. But Alexa Bliss and Asuka versus Damage Control, can I be honest with you? I hated them taking the titles off Damage Control on Monday Night Raw. I hate the idea of Alexa and Asuka being the champs. I thought they would let Damage Control be tag team champions until you get Sasha Banks and Naomi back. Now, I'm not saying that they're coming back, but I mean, eventually I think they will. You don't do what they did. You don't take the titles off Damage Control. But if Bayley wins the women's title, then I believe Alexa and Asuka will retain, because I think they want babyface champions, right? Like, they want babyfaces to be champions. So, yeah. Not surprised at all. Will not be surprised. And I think they want babyface champions, so I think Alexa and Asuka do retain. Even though the fans aren't exactly happy about it, I think they want babyface champions, and I think they're trying to get Alexa back over with the fans as a babyface. So I think for that reason, yes, Alexa and Asuka retain. Now the Usos versus the Brawling Brutes, the Usos are winning this match. They set up last night on SmackDown that we're going to get, before the Usos reach the deadline of longest reigning tag team champions of all time, we're going to get the New Day and the Usos. So Usos are winning this match. I love the Brawling Brutes. I think eventually they'll get there. Right now they're not there, though, in my opinion. They still have a lot they need to grow on as a tag team. They're great with Sheamus. But I think, yeah, the Usos are winning this match. There's no question in my mind. The Usos are winning this match. If the Usos don't win this match, I think Twitter will explode. I think the WWE Universe will be very ticked off. Usos, not because we don't like the Brawling Brutes, but because we want the Usos and New Day again, right? We all want that again. Roman Reigns versus Logan Paul for the undisputed Universal Championship. Roman's winning this match. Don't tell me Logan's winning this match. Yes, Logan's going to make history. I think, you know what? I think it's a possibility that we do get Logan win the match, but Roman keep the title, like a DQ. So I think, you know what? Logan wins the match, but Roman keeps the title. Because you're not going to damage Roman if it's a disqualification. But you can't have Logan win by pinfall. So, yeah. The OC versus the Judgment Day. The OC has a Rhea problem. A Rhea Ripley problem. I think that gets fixed because I think they're going to bring in somebody like a Mia Yim. Please do it. And we're going to get, I think the OC, they beat the Judgment Day. They've just come back. I understand the Judgment Day is big time heels, but the OC needs a big win on pay-per-view with AJ Styles, and this is how they're going to get that. Now let's talk about what Bray Wyatt did last night and what I'm expecting for today. Bray Wyatt went nuts last night. Basically told a security, like a member of the backstage crew, to go blink themselves. Like, come on, Bray, don't do that. But I think this is going to get a lot deeper. I think we get a reveal. I really do. I think we get a reveal of whoever the heck Uncle Howdy is. And I think we might get a tease of Uncle Harper, honestly. And I would be okay with that. Anyway, guys, that is my predictions for Crown Jewel. The pre-show is currently running on my computer, so this is really late getting it in. But that is my predictions for Crown Jewel. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and let's have a fun day. Hey, it's a Saturday, and we have wrestling during the day here, so nobody's going to be exponentially tired afterwards. Let's go. Thank you guys for listening, watching, viewing, subscribing on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts, web browsers. I notice that a lot of people watch this from their web browser. Thank you guys for that. Because that means you guys are going in and you're searching my podcast, and I deeply, deeply appreciate that. Thank you guys so much, and Happy Saturday. Happy Crown Jewel Day. Let's go.